They say the first step is always the hardest, and that can be said for my roller skating experience. I haven't skated in my life going into this physical endeavor, but I had been ice skating when I was like 10 or so back in Greenwood, Indiana, but that doesn't compare to skating on hardwood floor and on the floor of fairgrounds. I met 5 players part of the Southern Indiana Derby team at Strike and Spare in Clarksville. They don't practice at this facility because it's small, but they do practice in Louisville and at the Harrison County Fairgrounds in Corydon. At Strike and Spare, I met Smack, who's a jammer part of the Southern Indiana Derby team, who helped me put on some black elbow pads, pink and green knee pads, a black helmet, and she helped me get a size 10 brown skates. Once I got everything on and didn't trip on the floor leading to the small oval-shaped rink, I started to make my moves. At first, my moves were wobbly, like learning how to walk as a child, But then Smack and the others taught me on the fly of the proper technique of skating. I had to keep my knees bent and my core engaged, which, after doing this endeavor and surviving it, my back hurt. I would take 2 steps and then fall graciously down onto the hardwood floor. It was a great idea for them to give me knee and elbow pads because I felt my knees a lot. But I was able to get back up graciously, and they made positive remarks about how I recovered well from falling. While I was learning how to skate, Smack and the others informed me on how roller derby is played and how, you score points and how you win your matches. A derby team consists of 5 players on the rink. They have 3 blockers, 5 per side. They have 3 blockers, a jammer, and a pivot. A jammer, the person with the star, which on that night, Smack had the star on her helmet, is the one who can score points. Meanwhile, the pivot is another blocker who stays in the front of the pack and regulates the speed. And whenever the jammer is tired, that's when the pivot can, substitute and do the scoring. To score a point, the jammer must lap every single skater to earn a point. But a point is not earned on the initial lap, so it's important for the players to get points on the subsequent laps. Between the 2 teams consists of 2 20-minute halves playing in big arenas like at Harrison County Fairgrounds and elsewhere. They have, after learning and participating in the sport, I can say it's a very enjoyable sport, and I do encourage others to participate in. We have been there and done that.